Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll call the meeting to order February 17th. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You take the roll call, please.
Yes, Counselor Reynolds.
Here.
Mayor Burris.
Here.
Counselor Sandusky.
Here.
Counselor Christ.
Here.
Counselor Knopfsinger.
Okay, first we have deliberation of council interviews for Ward 2 and Ward 6.
You've met the candidates that have submitted applications, you've interviewed them, it's now completely up to the four of you to discuss what you want or what you wanna do.
Does anybody have anything they wanna say or
I'd like to fill the positions so that we can have forums
be nice?
and have actually ward represented.
I'm enthusiastic about it, it's fantastic, so,
I am too.
yep, yes.
I agree. Garrett, did you have anything?
Nope, sounds good to me.
Okay. John?
I think they will do a wonderful job.
I do too. I do too, so we have to do this one at a time though, right?
Yep.
Make a motion for Ward 2. And then, yep,
Do one of us have to do that?
yes.
I make a motion that we accept.
Use these, that's right. We have to do it that way, sorry,
Secret ballot.
we do have to do it that way.
You, someone should make the motion.
Yes.
And then you'll just
A
vote.
motion and second, and then we,
It is not secret. It
It's
will
not.
be announced.
It'll be announced.
Yeah.
it's just.
Yeah.
It's just the way we're supposed to do it, so, okay, we make the motion.
You see that? You know what, I forgot your last name.
Bouchard.
I'll get that wrong. Well, I think the motion that we accept or whatever the right word is, or have hope Bouchard. What's the right word?
Appointing.
Appoint.
To fill out the term that is still in place, Hope Bouchard for 2. And what are we writing, yes or no, or?
Correct.
Do we have a second?
Do you have a second?
I will say it.
And Garrett, you're texting your vote
Just tell me when.
now. This is Hope Richard first
For Ward 2.
for Ward 2.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well. Okay. For Ward 2, we have a yes vote, a yes vote, a yes vote, and a yes vote, and a yes vote. So that would be unanimous.
Here we go.
Okay,
Alright, welcome.
so do you want to swear her in now or do the swearing ins after both voting has taken place?
That's up to you.
Let's do it after both, please.
Okay, Councilmember Knopfsinger, yes, after both. Do you all have another slice of paper?
We do.
Okay, so the same thing for Ward 6.
I move that we appoint Justin Hockermeyer to fulfill the term of ward number 6. Second.
Alright. 1 second, so let's do our paper.
But no comments?
No. Right.
Well, there are a few, but they're probably not necessary.
Well, I don't have a problem with comments about Justin.
I hope there's at least. There's a no from them.
Yeah. Justin is more on his foot.
Okay, I have a yes vote, a yes vote, a yes vote, a yes vote, and a yes vote. That again would be unanimous for appointing Justin to the council.
Perfect, alright. Thank you guys. Now you want, who do you wanna swear in first?
Let's just go in numerical order.
You two?
Nope. We have to swear them in first, or at least one of them.
We don't go, we just want out.
He does, it's on vacation. This is him.
Never hears them get away,
Turn towards the camera.
Okay.
There you go.
I, Hope Bouchard,
I, Hope Bouchard,
do solemnly swear and affirm
solemnly swear and affirm
that I will uphold and defend
that I will uphold and defend
the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America,
the Constitution and laws of the United States of America,
the state of Oregon,
the state of Oregon,
and the charter and ordinances of the city of Tillamook,
and the charter and ordinances of the city of Tillamook,
and that I will faithfully and honorably perform
that I will faithfully and honorably perform
the duties of Ward Two City Councilor of the city of Tillamook.
the duties of
Ward Two City Councilor
the duties of Ward Two City Council
of the city of Tillamook
of the city of Tillamook
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Hey.
You are free to, once you sign that, you're free to take your place as Ward Two representative up here on the dais. And with that person seated, Councilman Knopfinger, you can vacate at 7:06 because we will still have a quorum if you leave. Thanks, Gary.
Okay. I, Justin Hoffmeyer,
I, Justin Hoffmeyer,
do solemnly swear and affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will uphold and defend
that I will uphold and defend
the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America,
the Constitution and laws of the United States of America,
the state of Oregon,
Oregon,
and the charter and ordinances of the city of Tillamook,
the charter and ordinances of the city of Tillamook.
and that I will faithfully and honorably perform
I will faithfully and honorably perform
the duties of Ward Six City Councilor of the city of Tillamook,
duties of Ward Six City Council of the city of Tillamook
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Uh,
First time. So I have this weird. All the time. Yes, things make the rule. All the time.
Thank you.
All right.
Good plan.
Congrats. Job. All right, so next we have potential appointment and swear in. Nope, that's not it. You don't did that. We already did that one. Let me get these on. Okay, public comment. Any person may address the council after being recognized by myself. However, topics which are under appeal or legal in nature cannot be addressed. Please state your name and address for the record. Time is limited to 3 minutes per person. Anybody have anything for public comment? Did we have anybody online? No? All right. Okay. Next is our new business, R 021726, request to adopt resolution. Approving an order of the Board of Commissioners for Tillamook County, Oregon, referring the formation of the Tillamook Bay Fire and Rescue Rural Protection Fire District to voters May 19th.
So this is step 2 of the process of merging the Bay City Fire Department and the Tillamook Fire District. So the county council at their last meeting last week will put this on the ballot in May for residents within the proposed district to vote on. Because this involves our city boundaries, we are required to pass a resolution to show that we allow it to, or we support putting this on the ballot. And we've already kind of done that with the previous resolution we passed. I don't understand why we have to do it twice, but we have to do it again to get it to the county clerk by the end of this week. So this is a good time for us. So you've heard the presentation before of the merger. Previously you voted, those that were seated at the time, voted unanimously to support that resolution, so we would look for that support again. Again, this doesn't really affect the city in the city business, because we don't have, they're just our fire district of record. But it will affect the residents and how it allows the fire district to do tax increases and such for the laws that they're allowed to do.
We have it. Nothing about a motion.
I move we adopt resolution R 021726.
Second. Alright, moved and seconded to adopt resolution R 021726. Any other discussion?
Call for the question.
Questions called, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Motion passes unanimously by the council seated. Well, we have request to reappoint Larry Oswald to the planning commission for another term beginning March 1st, 2026. You're a good man. For applying, thank you.
No.
Do you have anything you wanna say, or?
I would just say that I've enjoyed, working with Mayor Kennison. The planner here has just been outstanding, and I, again, appreciate the opportunity to serve the city of Tillamook.
Anybody have anything? Any questions, or?
I make a motion that we reappoint Larry Oswald to the planning commission for one more term at least.
I'll second. Alright, move to second, any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Motion passes. You're appointed. Thank you.
Council, thank you.
No, thank you. I mean, it's a big thing, so we do appreciate it. Alright. Okay, I have not much other than huge shout out to all the kids at the high school for the charity drive. Oh my gosh, we did as many events as we could get to, the dinners, the pop cans, the scrap metal, thanks to also the parents that helped, because there was a lot of hard work that went into that, so. I don't know if you have anything to add, if you wanna add it later, but we're now,
Election is tomorrow night.
I was gonna say, we'll find out tomorrow,
Okay.
so. A lot of late nights, so.
And a lot of tired kids today.
Yeah, and they look, the parents look a little raggedy.
I will say it's nice when they're old enough to drive themselves around. It was. Alright, departmental reports. Who's first? You are. It's planning. You're up.
You guys received my report, right? And we did have another commissioner resign. So as of February 28th, Bruce LaFrance no longer be on the planning commission. That leaves 2 vacant seats for the planning commission. So if anybody knows of anybody who is interested, we need people desperately, because that gets us to where we may not be able to hold meetings if we have one person out, so. I just want to put that out there, if anybody's listening, we need planning commission members. There was a list of all the permits that were processed this month. I didn't know if you guys had any questions, or any clarification on any of those. One of the big ones was a flood hazard development permit, that I'm reviewing for the Wilson River training structure. It's a project the county's doing, that the public notice will go out this week, and then I will have, final in about 14 days of notice, so. Other than that, the rest of these have been processed. If you don't have any questions, please, my report.
Do you have any questions?
Is the qualifications for what we're looking for, skills wise, in planning commissioner on the basis of what you're supposed to? On that too.
I'm like, okay.
Alright,
Did you say it's the training structure?
Yes,
What,
yes,
what does
it's,
that mean?
so basically the levee that's there is being undermined, and so they have to go in and rehab it and build it back up and make sure that that structure is stable. So there is going to go out during the flood.
okay, thank you.
Mhm.
We have the police report in here, did you have anything, chief?
Yeah, I'll just want to add that while Officer Sadler resigned and he moved to another police agency in Oregon. Back to really the area where he was born and raised, completely understandable. Huge loss for the police department, the community. He was a police officer for almost 6 years, so did a lot of good work. We're very proud of him, and he's gonna do good work at this next agency. And I'm super happy to report to you that we have, two candidates that are moving through the process for hiring. And, I'm crossing my fingers that we'll be able to, bring those folks on board and, work through, that process. This Saturday, I know city manager might be reminding you as well, but this Saturday at the library from 10 o'clock to noon, Steve Everlin will be here talking about his experience in a, I don't know if it's an earthquake. It was some kind of emergency management situation, big deal, and he's gonna share his story. You're more than welcome to come to that, and I'm very proud to say it's hosted in partnership with our Tillamook Emergency Volunteer Corps, which is a volunteer group that is focused on emergency management for the city of Tillamook and surrounding areas. And then also mark your calendar for February 28th, it's the next Saturday. We're doing our second puzzle exchange that the police department is hosting, and we'll have hot chocolate and coffee and cider. But the idea is to be able to have a relaxed environment and kind of exchange a puzzle in a safe space and work on a puzzle with us as well. So Saturday, the 28th at the library. This in January, myself and our code enforcement officer Moreland spent some time, and we're continuing to spend time weekly downtown chopping tires. And we had the opportunity to chop several tires and provide written warnings on windshields. And so while that's created quite a bit of conversation and excitement downtown, we're working through those things and using it as an opportunity to educate about our timed areas, but it's also given us an opportunity to look at why is this area timed this way and why is there another area timed another way. Some have received citations, some have actually received a tow sticker on the window. And it's been, some have been moved, some have not. And so that's going good. And I'll just take this opportunity to remind everybody, if they do have something, they see something, use my PD Connect, text my gov, or call an emergency number, come by and knock on the door. We're accessible, come on down. But thank you, and if there's any questions, let me know.
Do you have a confirmed date for when you'll transition from warning/citations to actual towing?
Well, we won't be towing for overtime. And the discretion will be up to the officer who finds the car in violation. What we're doing right now is we're collecting enough data to put in to see how many repeat offenders we have. And there's also, working in partnership with the chamber, we have a really good idea of other resident and employer or employee. And so we're looking at those as well. But we're gonna take that data and determine how many repeat offenders that we have. And then that would most likely, if they find them in violation again, you're gonna receive a citation. It's $5 citation. But I've talked to the city manager about revamping our fee structure. So it makes more sense to us. Cause the $5 literally isn't worth the money that we're printing the citations on an officer walking down, so. But that's not, I mean, we want voluntary compliance. That's what we're hoping to get by just placing the warnings on windshields. That's a great question.
I think
Go ahead.
an issue that I've noticed in just talking to business owners downtown is that people don't know where they can park. So that may be something that we need to communicate more clearly to people. There may be some confusion on that.
And that has recently changed as well, and so we're using it when we do see people. We are talking to them about that and using it as an educational piece, but you're right. In the fact that I think we at the police department could do better. To put information out as to where can I park. But also it's pretty clear in the time zones. Like there's a sign there that says, and I'm happy to report that we found a bunch of those pads that the gal from the Pioneer brought by. And so we're getting her dash have, but I knew we had those, and I asked, Code Enforcement Officer Moore, I'm like, where are those? He goes, I don't know where they're at. So we went right to them, we have a box of them, so. We have those, in fact, I think there's a pad here at City Hall as well.
Those are available here at City Hall and Police Department. You have to come get one each day. We
It'll be a date.
date stamp on it, when it's valid.
Yeah.
If I may just follow up on the comment, just since we're on the topic of parking, one of the things that we've been doing is we went back to I've said this before, we went back to the original ordinance that it created the time zones and the public parking areas. One of the things that was different is we had signed in the off-street parking areas at 2 hours, but the ordinance called for 4 hours there. And so we've taken down the 2-hour signs and are working on that. We've also opened up the chamber lot, I don't know, go behind Dutch Mill in the chamber.
Second night.
The second and Ivy there, to remove the restriction on employee and employer parking. Hopefully that's working well. Anecdotally, I drove through downtown on Valentine's night around 7 o'clock and noticed that there were at least 3 available on-street parking spaces for people who wanted to go to a restaurant and eat. And I think that's the success and what the public and the business community that we were heard from here in this room is that there was no place to park when times were busy. Well, that's a busy date night and there were places to park. So I think that's a win.
No, we went, Pacific Restaurant and we parked, and normally we have to park and shop and walk, and it was so,
Yeah.
and I don't remember another time where we've been able to do that, so. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not. So, perfect, thank you. Anybody else have a question for
I have a
Charlie?
question, you said that the parking would take us $5. There was a map handout originally talked about $1,500, what's the difference in those prices?
So the overtime limit is the $5.
Okay.
The employee, employer, resident
Gotcha,
is another,
okay.
good question.
Did we ever figure out anything or any ideas what to do for the one over behind Safeway?
We're looking at that based on the comments from last time. It's the messaging in the ordinance is not as clear as we want it to be. So as we're tracking some of this data, we may come back. The difficulty is the ordinance doesn't say a north side versus a south side of the street. It just says the entire street. And there's some commercial business, there's the one driveway. And it feels like the intent was that there would be no parking between the signs on that side, but it's
Timed parking.
timed parking between the signs.
Yeah.
Thank you, chief. And it's just not clear. And so one of our goals in doing this is that at the end of all of this, when we have had a couple of months of looking into it, doing the enforcement, doing the education, that if we can come back and say, okay, what changes in the ordinance need to be made? And we'll chop that up to one of those. But right now, we're not enforcing on those residents that are parking there as a time thing, and it's just not what we want to be doing.
And on that, I did go out there and I looked to ensure that restriction wasn't directly in front of a resident's house, because that didn't make any sense. And it's not, it's in front of that commercial property. While he has been parking in front of that commercial property, which is timed, it's not actually in front of his house, because I thought that was absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's not that thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
But this is the downside. I mean, let's just be real. Our streets were not made for houses that have 4 drivers in them or 3 drivers, right? Some of these houses don't even have driveways to park 1 car. And those people, some of these houses have 3 or 4 drivers in them. They've got to park somewhere. And so this is a delicate balance of how do we help the business community not be punitive for the residents and get what we're looking. So.
Anybody else have any questions? All right, thanks, sir.
Thanks, Chief.
All right, next would be Public Works. So there he is.
Yeah, just a couple of highlights, I guess, before I was seeing the report, the water division, they were pretty busy this month, I don't know if it was due to the weather or what, but they conducted several water line repairs, but, sewer, the 6th Street repairs, we had some sinkholes going on over there due to the main line having holes in it, some issues, those repairs have been done. And then also the other night at Hampton Mill Yard, where we had a sewer overflow due to sewer line collapse in the mill yard there. That repair has been done. That does tap us out for money for doing any more repairs, so we're gonna have to get kind of creative there, but those were completed. And just touching briefly too on the streets and parks, as we mentioned last week, I think, our last meeting, Garrett talked about his son going down, the new ADA playground equipment is finally done and all the rubberized mattings, and so the guys went down, cleaned the walkways and cleaned everything up, so if you get a chance, check that out, it's nice, that was really nice of the Blazers and Miller to make that donation, and now that money's been put to use, and it's open to the public, so that's been a real plus for that corner of the neighborhood. And again, just continuing to work on downtown, clean up some of the areas, brought up an area of concern downtown, safety issue, over at Dave Holmesworth. A line of shrubs there where people were going in there and doing various activities, illegal activities. So Terry went in with his crew one day, completely zeroed that out. There was tons of stuff back in there, but anyways, got that out of there, so that was nice. There's also a complaint over on 4th Street of a garage that seems to be drawing people in. I know Justin's had stuff stolen and up over there. Todd Shard's offered to go and volunteers and take care of that garage, which has been really nice. Same thing with a little shrub over there. The other day it was brought up that it was impeding traffic, and again, people were hiding and doing things in there. Terry went over there and zeroed it out. So it's nice. Everyone's kind of continuing to work together. So if you hear these areas or you see things that don't make you feel safe, someone said that earlier tonight. I don't know who it was. Yeah, as you kind of see those things, bring those up so we can target those, you know, if we don't have the money or capacity of the city, we got the volunteers in this community that are helping us do it. Make our town so it does feel safe, does feel clean, so we just want to keep that up. The Goodspeed Park equipment, there was some concerns there. There's some sharp pieces of rebar stuff sticking out of there. So that was brought to our attention. We went and addressed it, and then again, Terry got in there, completely restored it back up safe and good. So that's back and open and safe. So that was really nice. Appreciate that. And then as these homeless camps pop up, as soon as we find them, we're trying to eliminate them. So we found 2 more, one in Goodspeed and one in Elkhorn. And saw pictures in the report. We got those out of there. So we'll just keep that momentum going and look for other activities of keeping the potholes, everything else going, and hopefully just make our town feel safe. We want to feel safe. I want to feel like it was 10 or 15 years ago, not like how it's felt over the last year. So that's all I have. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
So because I'm kind of new, you said you're tapped out on repair work, and then this, when's the fiscal year? I mean, we're
July 1.
Yeah, so what happens if we have another collapse? Where does that money come from? And I'm asking simply because I don't know.
Yeah,
We don't know either.
Okay,
Councilmember.
that's what I want.
That's the answer.
Okay,
Is,
I'm just asking, how does that work?
as I mentioned, somebody, we can't rob Peter to pay Paul because we've already robbed Peter 3
Yeah.
times.
I understand.
So
That's what prompted the question.
we are, if anything comes up, but to be fair, the reality is, there's a couple of these places, we may just have to close the street because we don't have the money to fix it until next year. And even then, we may not have the money. So it is, we're working on budget. We're starting budget process right now to get that going. But things are squeaky tight right now. So, and we're doing the best we can. Taxpayer money is sacred, and we're doing our best to do the best we can with it. But we don't have a lot, and we're trying our best to get by, but it's difficult right now. I'm not gonna sugarcoat.
Silly question. The purple and pink thing over on the 9th Street Park,
yeah.
what is that exactly?
So that is that ADA
That is the one.
piece of playground equipment.
I
Yeah,
thought
so kids can go in there and play a game.
I thought that's the one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He just wants to play there.
It looks fun.
I played it. It was kind of fun.
Right there.
It's screens outside for the kids that you want them to touch grass, but they don't want to be away from screens. It's.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, finance, anybody have anything we need to ask?
We'll excuse Jamie, tonight, but, you have a report from her and she's open to any questions. that anybody might have, but as far as living within the means of the budget, we seem to be doing all right for 3/4 of the way through.
Okay. Anybody have it? All right. Next will be planning commission liaison report. You did not. Thank you. Tillamook Urban Renewal Agency liaison report.
No, we haven't had a meeting.
Okay. Tillamook County Housing Commission appointee report.
We did not meet in January, so there's nothing new.
Look at this. Right. Then we have approval of minutes for January 20th. Stakeholder meeting minutes. January 24th, council goal setting retreat minutes. And February 2nd, work session minutes. And then we have a city council work session amended ones in front of you. What you do one?
Yeah, we better.
I didn't want to do anyone now. You didn't get one either.
Oh, here. What was amended? Oh.
Can you tell us what was amended on that?
It was just the date on the top, the date and time, and the name I had it as regular session.
I don't know if we can do it all in one fell swoop or not.
I don't see why not. Yeah,
I'll make a motion to approve the January 20th stakeholder meeting minutes and January 24th. Council goal setting retreat minutes and the February 2nd, 2026 work session minute.
Second.
alright, moved in second to approve the minutes, any more discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Alright, motion passes. Now we have city manager.
Okay, start off, especially since we have 2 new council members, congratulations to both of you. We would like to set up times to meet with everybody to discuss a couple of things that are going on. Specifically our sewer presentations that we've had recently, but more importantly, just some other things that are in the city. We don't want to create a serial meeting, but want to kind of get a feel for where the council is at, one-on-one, so that we can tailor how we're gonna do things to be successful. So if you could let me know what your availability is over the next couple of weeks, just so we can schedule some time before we bring anything back, specifically on the sewer, so we can talk about that. At our last meeting, there was a resolution that we tabled because we didn't have all the information on it. I've set up a meeting with Rachel Haggerty over at the county. We've done some of the legwork on that. This is something where the land is kind of co-owned, but we're taking possession of it. I'm gonna get it more in depth with her, but she's not able to meet till the first week of March. So that's why you didn't see that come back tonight, and we'll bring it back as soon as I feel comfortable having it and being able to answer the questions. I'm gonna give a tisk to everybody, but Hope, Justin and Brian, at our goal setting retreat, we asked you to send us 2 sentences, and Brian sent them that morning and nobody else sent me anything in between.
Good for Brian.
So.
Look at that smile.
I actually did work.
Okay, so we want those back, and for Hope, just as part of our one-on-one conversation, we'll bring you up to speed on what that was. And what we're looking for, and we'll bring it back for our work session. But Brian gets to be smug for,
He's got the church teacher's pet look on.
I was just gonna say that.
yeah,
Where's your apple, dude? I don't know.
okay.
Yep.
And lastly, we mentioned the Coatesville Park. That was the sponsorship thing with Moda and the Blazers. On March 21st from 11 to 1, we've confirmed today that we will be having a ribbon cutting ceremony. This is gonna be, they are being so generous for us. We hope to have some food there, and maybe 1 or 2 vendors. But Moda and the Blazers are gonna bring several tents. There'll be some contests and prizes, some things for the kids. We're hoping to have a bounce house. They're gonna bring blades maybe down. There may be, the Blazers are on the road that day, so we can't get a player appearance. I tried to get my boy Damian Lillard, because he's injured and not traveling, but my ties to that were alumni partners didn't seem to sway anybody. We're gonna have a ribbon cutting, one or two, we might have both mascots, we'll have one or the other, they have the Blaze, and then there's another one. We talked about sending some of the dance team down, some of the stunt team down, maybe holding a basketball clinic on the basketball court there. This is gonna be a big deal, and so I wanna make sure that all of the council is aware, you can come and show up. Mayor, we're gonna get a ribbon with some big scissors for you to use to cut and get it open. I don't know if the chamber has any of those, Justin, we could borrow them.
I said we've used them before, and I don't know where they came from.
But we'll get some scissors and all that, but just put that on your calendars. We're gonna broadcast this as far as we can, put it in schools. And just try to make a big deal out of this for the kids.
March 21st.
March 21st, it's a Saturday from 11 to 1.
I will be. And where is this?
This is for Coatesville Park, that new ADA playground, which Sean just talked about.
Thank you.
Councilmember Chris, you had a
I
question?
just want to clarify which park, since I haven't seen this way cooler.
Yeah,
It's back behind the rig,
Oh, okay, right on.
just a couple of blocks back.
so this is something to be excited about. Let's get the community excited about. And if you're the praying type, pray for good weather, because we don't want to have it rain on our parade that day.
Awesome. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right. I'll just put that in here. All right, so.
Mayor, can I just say one other thing
Yeah.
that we got today? Our survey that's gone out for the resident survey, we need 330 responses. As of this morning, we have 75. A second letter will go out to those that received survey. Apparently, there was a mistake in that it was supposed to have a QR code so you could do it digitally. And the QR code didn't get printed on the first one, so everybody that received the survey will receive a second one. Probably the next week or so
With the QR.
with the QR code, but please talk to friends, neighbors. Jane, I'm pleading, I don't look at the camera very often, but I'm looking directly in the camera now. Please fill out the survey, ask your friends and neighbors if they got one. It would come in an RCAC envelope. We have to get 330 respondents for this to count for us, and if it doesn't, then we're host, so.
All right.
They kind of look like junk mail.
That's.
Yes, they do. I didn't have a choice in that, Terry, that we had to do it the way we had to do
I
it.
just happened to open the two I got.
Yeah,
That
take the survey,
probably, but I did.
okay,
2 of the 75 are mine.
yeah, so.
You voted twice.
Thank you. All right. So now, next will be, do you have any other correspondence?
No,
Bring up, okay.
okay,
So next is council comment section, that's where you get to make any kind of comments, questions, anything talking about, thinking about the community. So we'll start on, I always alternate which sides we start on, so we'll start down on that. You need to go first.
Alright, I do have one question, but it was on the approved minutes for the camping ordinance, conversation. I was just curious when that might come back.
we're still working on crossing some Ts and dotting some Is. We hope to have it back in the next few meetings, but we don't have a specific date. We've been meeting internally as staff to get that through. We're close.
Just a reminder about Harry Hewitt service is this Saturday 11th at First Christian. He Harry passed it Christmas time. Yeah, so his service is this Saturday at 11.
Okay.
At First Christian.
Nothing.
Couple of things, just put some accolades out there. Our Waste High School swim team are the league champs and district champs. It's the first time in 18 years that they have been league champs. And we're sending, I think, 15 kids onto the state swim meet. So that's quite a bit there. Boys wrestling is also league and regional champs, both of them. We got 15 boys that are going on. Girls wrestling, they dedicated on this this Friday, Saturdays at a regional tournament. So that and the community will, in the spring here, we're starting to notice some projects popping up around the schools, the bond projects are starting. And some of the schools and areas are gonna be going through some significant construction changes over the summer and. Thank you for voting yes on that, and it's gonna be good for the kids. Safer, especially over at Liberty, lots of changes that take place over there. We'll have a healthy and safe school.
I just want to say thank you to my fellow council members and the mayor for considering myself and Justin. We really appreciate it. And also just want to shoot a quick thank you to Terry and Sean over there for all your help in helping make our city a better place.
Alright. Perfect. So Garrett's not here, so wants to make one for.
I move that we pay the bills.
Yeah, I second that. Moved and seconded by Sandusky to pay the bills, could you please poll council?
Yes, Counselor Bouchard, Counselor Reynolds,
Aye.
Counselor Sandusky,
Aye.
Counselor Christ, Counselor Optimer.
Alright, motion passes to pay the bills. With that,